Hello friends, I'm Soni and I'm your trainer for the session today. Well, today's session is your favorite session, the story time session. But before we go ahead with the story in this session, we'll do a recap of the sounds. Now today, the sounds that we'll cover are the O sound, the O sound, the oo and the oo sound. You've already done these sounds in the previous session. So the objective of today's session is a recap of these sounds. I'll train you once again on the lip formation, and then yes, we have some words and sentences which you need to pronounce with me correctly. And towards the end of the session, we'll have a story time for you. So let's start with the session today with the O and the O sound. Now you've done the O sound in the earlier sessions. How do you form your lips in order to produce the O sound? Yes, all of you form your lips in the correct way. Is it O? Right. The mouth has to open vertically. Just like in Hindi when you say ho ye kya ho gaya. That ho, similar to that ho is the English O. O. Let's see some words with this sound. Hall. H-A-U-L. The word hall. Cot. Cot. You repeating? Good. Lord. Lord. Fought. Now don't mispronounce it as I fought with you. It's not fought, it's fought. I fought. Good. Dorm. Dorm. Bought. I bought a pencil. Is this correct? No, it's I bought. O. The O sound is there in caught, bought, fought. Everywhere you have the O sound. Now the second sound that you had done was the O sound. O-H. O. O. Let's do some words with the O sound. Whole. Whole. Coat. You wear a coat to school? Coat. When do you wear coat? In winters usually. Or when you want to go for a party or maybe a meeting, the formal dress. Coat. Now how do people mispronounce coat? They usually say, I'll wear a coat tomorrow. It's not coat. Because coat becomes C-A-U-G-H-T. Pakadne wala coat. But this is coat. Pehanne wala coat. Fort. Load. Dome. Boat. Now since we've revised both the sounds, let's do a comparison. Let's say some words which have the O sound and some words which have the O sound. Hall. Your mouth has to be like this. Hall. Hole. Cot. Coat. Lot. Load. Right. Look at the way I'm moving my hand. That is the way you need to form your lips. Fought. Fort. Dorm. Dome. Bought. Boat. Not. N-O-T. Not. I'm not interested. And how do you mispronounce? I'm not interested. Note becomes paise wala note. You're not talking about note. The spelling is also different. We are talking about not. A disagreement. Not. Note. Now comes the note. O. Call. Call. Coal. Rot. Wrote. morning, morning, phone, phone. Now again, phone is one word that people mispronounce to a great extent. They say, I'll pick up the phone. Fawn is F-A-W-N, and that is a color. Whereas that phone which rings is not fawn but O sound. Phone. I cannot hear all of you. Say together. Phone. Good. Fawn, phone. Stall, stole. Let's practice some sentences with the O and the O sound. Now I'll say the first sentence, and wherever I'll get the O sound, I'll tell you by this, O. And whenever I'll get the O sound, I'll do like this, so that you people realize that in the sentence where O comes and where O comes. The first sentence, I tossed the phone onto the sofa. So the word tossed has the O sound, tossed. It's not toast. Toast will be wo bread wala toast. We are talking about tossed. I tossed the phone. I've told you it's not phone but phone, O sound, onto, O sound, the sofa. Now what you can do is, if you're taking a note of these sentences, or if these sentences are there in your workbook, underline the O sound with green color and underline the O sound with red color. Because if you go through the workbook after 2 days or 10 days, by that time, if you forget where was the O and the O sound, by referring to the color, it will be easy for you to remember. So all the words which come with the O sound, underline them in green, and all the words which come with the O sound, underline them with red. Let's move to the next sentence. All I want to do is to go for a long holiday. Now, all, a very important word, because people don't say all, they say all of you. All of you is Indianism. It's not the correct way. It's not all but all. Because the moment you say all, your lips flatten a bit. All. But you need to say all. They should go vertical instead of horizontal. So it's not all but all. Right. Let's say it together. All. Next word, I want. Not want, but want. All I want to do is to go, the O sound, is to go, O, for a long, not long, a long, O, a long holiday. Okay, I'll repeat the sentence for you. All I want to do is to go for a long holiday. Repeat the sentence after me. Good. Don't forget to underline the words in green and red. Next, Dawn, D-O-N. Dawn is an old Bollywood film. Now it's not Dawn. I hope you pronounce it correctly. A very famous film. Dawn, O sound. Dawn is an old, O sound. The moment I say old after dawn, you can notice the change in my lip formation. Dawn, old. Dawn is an old Bollywood film. Don't say film. Although we are not doing that sound, but just to tell you, it's not film, it is film. I went to watch a film, not film. Okay, so Dawn is an old Bollywood film. There is also, now again it is also. People say also. I also did it. It is not also, it is Also. There is also a new film with the same plot and songs. So underline the words with green and red. Next sentence. There is not, again N-O-T, not a single noteworthy. Note. It's not the O but the O this time. There is not a single noteworthy poet in post-war Britain. There is not a single noteworthy poet in post-war Britain. Next sentence. Old. Again, old is which one? Old. It's not old. It's O sound. Old King Cole. That's the name of a king. C-O-L-E. Old King Cole was, O sound, a merry old soul. Old King Cole was a merry old soul. And a merry old soul was he. So in this complete sentence we just had one O. Where was it? In was. Old King Cole was a merry old soul. And a merry old soul was he. By now I hope you've started differentiating between these two sounds. Well, now we move on to the next pair of sounds, the oo and the oo. The long oo, Hindi wala oo, and the oo, the short oo. In case of double O, oo, you need to stretch the sound, oo. And in case of UH, the short O, it is oo, oo. Let's do words with the oo and the oo sound. The oo sound. Blue, the color. You say blue. Blue is my favorite color. It's not blue or blue. It is blue. Oo. Stretch it. Say it with me. Blue. Right. Next, blue. Now this blue has the same sound, but the spelling and the meaning is different. It's B-L-E-W. The wind blew. Don't say it as bill-u because E-W aa gaya to E-U bana diya. That's not the thing. It's blue. The wind blew. Next, true. T-R-U-E. True. Next, two. The number two. Two. All are the long oo sound. Next, shoe. Shoe. Again, stretch the sound, elongate it. Oo. Shoot. Shoot. Next, group. Now, how do you mispronounce it? Mostly people say group. Let's form a group of 10 people. It's not group, it is group. Although it is written as G-R-O-U-P, but then it is pronounced as group, not group. This is a very common mistake. It's not group, but group. Similarly, grueling. Grueling. Juice. Don't say juice. Let's go and have juice. It's juice. Long oo. June. The month of June. Root. The root of a plant. Root. And troop. Let's start with the next sound, the short oo sound. Now this sound is not stretched. You need not elongate it. It's the short oo. For example, foot, F-O-O-T. Now, although you have a double O in foot, but don't say it as food, because the sounds do not depend on the spelling. It is not the way that it is written, you need to pronounce it. We all know that the written form of a language is different from the spoken form of it. So don't say food because there is a double O. The spelling has a double O, but the sound has a short U. It's foot, foot, full. The glass was full of water, not full of water. Fool is the other fool. उल्लू जिसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं. So it is not fool but full. Would. Would you do me a favor? Not would. Hood. Stood. This is one sound where people commit a lot of mistakes. They say she stood on the table. Stood nahi hai. It is stood. Should. Good. Wolf. Wolf. July. Not July. Ju nahi hai. Ju. July. July. Bouquet. Bouquet. Not bouquet but bouquet. Book. Don't say it as book. I want to read a book. It is not book, it is book. So we've done some words with the oo and the u sound. Let's move to some sentences with the u and the oo sound. She was looking for a bag to match with her blue pullover. Now the word looking again has a double O, but don't say it as looking. It is short U. She was looking, looking. See the way I say it. I don't say looking. I don't stretch it. I say it looking. She was looking for a bag to match with her blue. Now out here I stretch it because it's not blue. It is blue. Blue pullover. Again the short U in pullover, not pullover but pullover. She was looking for a bag to match with her blue pullover. Next, do U sound. Do we really believe that truth is God? Now it is not truth. It is oo. Although in truth you have the U. So don't think that because it's U make it truth. It's not truth. It is truth. Stretch it, elongate it. Do we really believe that truth is God? Again in God it is the aw sound. Next, who can guess that Humpty Dumpty is a cartoon egg? Again, who and cartoon. Both these words have the long oo sound. And you've all heard of Humpty Dumpty. What did he do? He sat on a wall and had a great fall. Again in fall it is aw. Okay, not fall but fall. Let's do the sentence again. Who can guess that Humpty Dumpty is a cartoon egg? Repeat it after me. Right, good. Now it's your time to do an exercise. So let's go ahead and attempt an exercise. Now in this exercise, what you're required to do is, you need to read the sentences with the correct pronunciation of all the 4 sounds we've done. Which all sounds we've done? O, O, oo and oo. Okay, O, O, oo, oo. Just 4 sounds. So it's easy for you to pick out the words which have any of these. Let's start with the first sentence. Now, how do you pick out the words? Don't look at the sentence and think, okay, a double O comes, let me write it as oo sound. No. Listen to the sentence and then underline the appropriate sound. You can use 4 different colors to underline the 4 different sounds. I'll read the sentence for you. All I want to do is to go for a long holiday. All I want to do is to go for a long holiday. Next. While a man could survive for weeks without food, he wouldn't last days without water. While a man could survive for weeks without food, he wouldn't last days without water. Next, I bought 1 kilo of musk melon and 2 dozen oranges at the fruit shop. I bought 1 kilo of musk melon and 2 dozen oranges at the fruit shop. Just 3 sentences, very easy ones. So quickly go ahead, underline all the 4 sounds we've learned. Let's start with the solutions. In the first sentence, where all do you have the aw sound? All, want, for, long, holiday. So in such a small sentence, you had 5 words with aw sound. Next, the oo sound. You have it in the word to and any other word with the oo sound? No, just the word to. What about do? Yes, do also has the oo sound. Do we have any o sound in the word go? Right. So you've underlined the words with the appropriate sounds. Good. Let's move to the next sentence. While a man could, the short oo, could survive for the aw sound, weeks without food again the long oo sound. He wouldn't, woo, the short oo in wouldn't. He wouldn't last days without water. Again in water it is aw sound. I hope you people have underlined the right sounds. Good. Let's do the last sentence. I bought or bought 1 kilo or 1 kilo of musk melon and 2 the long oo, 2 dozen oranges or oranges at the fruit shop. So in shop again you have the aw sound. See, there were just 3 sentences but so many sounds. Let's move ahead to the next exercise. In this exercise you need to pick out the odd one. Out of a given combination, you need to pick out the thing that does not fit in. I'll say 4 words and you tell me which one is a misfit. They are all names of flowers. First word, lotus. Lotus. Just go through the sound. Hear it properly and analyze what all sounds we've done. Which sound do you have in this word? Next, poppy. Poppy. Poppy, that's also a flower. Next, phyllox, phyllox. And the last one is orchid, orchid. I'll repeat all 4 of them for you. Lotus, poppy, phyllox, orchid. What do you think? Which one is a misfit? According to the sound. Don't go into the details of the flowers. Just listen to the sound and tell me which one is a misfit. Yes? Someone said lotus? That's right. It is low because why? In lotus, you don't have the aw sound. All the other 3 have the aw. That's the reason lotus is a misfit. Let's move on to the next part. First one, dark blue. Next, yellow. Next, maroon. Now it is not maroon, please. It is maroon. Ruby red. I'll repeat them for you. Dark blue, yellow, maroon, ruby red. Did you notice that 3 of them had the long oo sound? Oo. For example, dark blue. I told you earlier it is not blue. It is blue, oo sound. So dark blue has an oo sound, maroon has an oo sound, and ruby red, ruby, ru, also has an oo sound. So which is the misfit? It is yellow. Next, we have names of 4 birds. I'll read them out. Again, the same thing. You need to pick out the odd one. First one, peacock. Peacock, robin, sparrow, hawk. I'll repeat them. Peacock, robin, sparrow, hawk. Just go through each name and check the sound. Now the misfit out here is sparrow, sparrow. Because in sparrow, it's not the aw sound. In all the other 3 names, we had the aw sound. Like peacock, cock word also has an aw sound. Robin, raw, aw sound. Hawk, very easy, aw sound. Next, we have names of 4 animals and you need to pick out the odd one. The first one, goat, goat. Next, hippo, hippo. Next, rhino, rhino. And the last one, monkey, monkey. Now what do you think? Which one is the odd one? It is monkey. Because the spelling has an O, but you don't say it as monkey. Monkey is incorrect. It's monkey. And it does not have an O sound. The others are pronounced as goat, oat, O, hippo, O, rhino, O, but not monkey. So the incorrect monkey is monkey. Now similar word which we have an animal, donkey. How do you mispronounce? Donkey? No, that's incorrect. The spelling of monkey and donkey are almost the same, only the M and D are different. But then the way you pronounce them is totally different. It's monkey but donkey, donkey, not donkey. Don't make it monkey and donkey. It is monkey and donkey. Let's say it together. Monkey, donkey. Good. Now we move on to another exercise wherein I'll read out a piece of poetry and you need to identify the sounds. We've done 4 sounds today. O, O, oo, oo. You need to identify where do these sounds come in that piece of poetry? So this piece of poetry, we'll talk about the first 12 lines of the poem The Listeners. It's by Walter de la Mare. So let's start with the poem. I'll read it slow for you so that you have enough time to underline the words. Is there anybody there? Said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door, and his horse in the silence champed the grass of the forest's ferny floor, and a bird flew up out of the turret above the traveller's head, and he smote upon the door a second time. Is anybody there? He said, but only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice from the world of men. I hope you've heard the entire passage carefully and you've underlined the words as well. We'll discuss the solution right now, and if you've missed some word, underline it now. So let's go ahead and check which all words have the o, u and u sound. Now the first word that we'll talk about is knocking on. In the second line you have knocking on the moonlit door. Now the word knock, knocking, no, or the moment you say no, automatically your lips get this formation, knock, knock, or the vertical or sound. So knocking has the or sound. The next word, knocking on. Even on has the or sound. On. It's not on, but on. On the moonlit. Again, the long oo sound. Moonlit. Door. Door. It's not dur or dur. It's door. Door. Or. Door. The or sound. Next line, and his horse. Now if you say horse correctly, you'll get the or sound, but if you say horse, then you'll not get the or sound. So the way to say horse is ho, or sound, like ho, ye kya ho gaya, that ho. Horse, horse. In the silence champed the grass of the off, of the forests. Again in forest you have the or sound. Forest, not forest, but or, vertical or sound. Ferny floor. Now although the word floor is spelled as Floor, but don't be misled by the spelling. It's not floor because double O is coming, so make it floor. No, the spelling has nothing to do with the way you pronounce words. It's floor, or sound. Floor. Next, and a bird flew. Like I told you, blue, it's flew, not flew. Iu nahi hai, u hai. Flew, u sound. Flew up, out, off. Off again has the or sound. Off the turret above the traveller's head. And he smote, smote. It's not smote but smote. Again the or thing. Smote. Upon, or, on, O sound. He smote upon the door. Again, double O, but then you don't say door. It is door. O. Door. A second time. Is there anybody there? He said. But only. But on. Now don't make it only. It's not o. But only a host. Ho. Ho. O. Again the O. Host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone. Lo. O. Again the O. O sound. Lone house then. Stood. Now the word stood has a double O, but don't make it stood. Just because it has a double O, make it the oo sound. That's not the case. It is stood, the short oo. Oo. Stood. Stood listening in the quiet of, again o, the moonlight. Moon again becomes oo. Your long oo sound. Next line. To that, to, oo, to, the oo sound, to that voice from, how do you say from, o sound? From the world of. We've done this word couple of times, of, of, right? So I hope you've made a note of all the words with their sounds and you've underlined all of them with different colors. Let's move on to another exercise. Now in the next exercise, there are two columns which have rhyming words. I'll say the words in the first column first and then I'll read out the words from the second column. What you have to do is pick up one word from the first column and according to the way it is said, according to its sound, match it with the word in the second column. पहले column का पहला word लो, उसे बोलो, check the sound and match it with another word in the second column. ये देखो कि second column में कौन सा ऐसा word है जिसकी sound उस word से match करती है. Alright? Now let me tell you the words of the first column. The first word is door, darwaza, that door, D-O-O-R, door. Next word, stood. You have these words in your workbook, so repeat them after me. Stood, knocked, knocked. Next, horse, horse. Remember that haw thing I told you? Good. Next, shock, shock. Gloom, gloom. Over, over. And the last word is moon, moon. So these were the words of the first column. Now I'll read out the words from the second column. Listen to them carefully because you need to match the words from the first column with words from the second column. So here I start. Soon, soon. Moss, moss. Good, good. Rock, rock. Clover, clover. Floor, floor. Locked, locked. And bloom, bloom. So quickly go ahead, match the words and then we'll discuss the answers. Let's start with the answers now. The first word from the first column is door. It matches with floor, right? Floor from the second column. Door, floor. Same sounds. Next word, stood, stood. Matches with good. Both have double O, but the sound is the short U. Stood, not stood. Alright? Stood, good. Next, knocked. Goes with locked. Very good. Knocked, locked. Horse. Matches with moss. Very good. Horse and moss. Next, shock. Shock matches with rock. Both of them have the O sound. Shock, rock. Gloom goes with bloom, the long U, bloom. Over, round one, O, over, matches with clover. And the last one was moon, matches with soon. So wasn't that easy for you? Good. So today we've done a recap of 4 sounds. You had done these sounds in detail. Today we revised them. What were the 4 sounds? O, the mouth goes vertical like this, like you say haw, haw. Say haw. Good. Now say aw, aw. Good. Next was O. O ye kya ho gaya? O, O, the round one. O. Repeat it. O. Good. Next we did was the simple one. Oo. Very simple to say. Oo. Say it with me. Good. Oo. And the last sound that we've done today is the short oo. Oo. Just leave it there. Don't drag it. Oo. Oo. Right? Good. So I wish you all the luck. Practice these sounds properly. Try and listen to English channels. Watch BBC News or other English channels. Try and pick out words which have these sounds and try and use these words into your own sentences. So until next time, bye-bye and take care.